Hi there. What is the one thing that we need to see to find healing? Like I look at the Bible story of blind Bartimaeus, where he's like on the highway side begging, and he's knows that Jesus is coming. He's like, Jesus, Son of God, have mercy on me. And he's like, and everybody's saying, quiet, quiet, quiet. And then he says, no, no, no. And then he cries even more, have mercy on me. And what does Jesus do? It just always cracks me up. Jesus stands still. He stands still and he commands that he be called to him. And I always find that interesting because I look at myself and say, what are those times when I have been sitting on the side of the road, kind of begging for mercy? And I'm not really sure I want to see my blind spots. I'm not really sure. I want to know where in my thought can there be transformation and translation and uplift, and where can the Christ come in and like shift, transform consciousness to actually see the reality. So then what happens? Jesus stands still, he commands that he be called to him, and he said, and they say, be of good comfort. They're saying to Bartimaeus, be of good comfort, he calls you. It's like, well, number one, do we feel comforted when our blind spots are going to be exposed? Do we feel comforted by that, or do we want to run and hide and go, no, 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 and like hold those blind spots? Like, no, those are my reasons for not doing stuff. I want those blind spots. It's like, no, be of good comfort, rise, he calls you. It's like God is always calling us. The Christ is always calling us forward, is always calling us out of those places of blindness. And he casts aside his garment. Like, what does that mean for us? Are we casting aside that thing that we've been holding around us as our reason for not, or our reason for lack, or our reason for, holding ourselves separate from? Are we willing to cast aside that garment, not identify with it anymore, leave it behind, and then go to the Christ? We've got to make the effort to rise and go towards the Christ. The Christ is always available, but are we in our thought open to receiving and being made free from the blindness? So then what happens? Jesus asks him, what do you want me to do for you? And he knows immediately that I might receive my sight. He knows immediately what he wants. Well, are we in that same place? Are we in the place of knowing exactly what we want? Mrs. Eddy, in that book, Science and Health, that I talk about a lot, she talks about desire is prayer. And no loss can occur from trusting God with our desires, that they may be molded and exalted before they take form in words and in deeds. It's like, if we don't know what we want, what is our desire? What is the desire of our heart? Do we really want to be free? Or do we kind of like having the excuse for not getting involved, or not going out with friends, or not taking that long walk, or not doing something? Are we holding on to the problem? Or are we willing to drop that garment, know what we really want in our heart of hearts, and ask for it? Ask and ye shall receive, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. The Christ is always available, always giving us what we need. Divine love is always meeting the human need. Like, it's all the pieces are there. So then what happens? Lord, that I might receive my sight. And Jesus says unto him, go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole. Well, wait a second, I just got here. Aren't you gonna heal me? He's asking him to go away, that his faith has made you. It's like, but I want to see the demonstration now. How many of us wait, like look under the covers to see, is it healed yet? Are we going our way? Are we walking with God? We've shifted from sitting on the side, holding our tatters close around us, to coming to Jesus. We put that away, cast aside our garment, got up, rose, and went to Jesus. Like, how did he do that when he was blind, I wonder? A lot of faith, right? And then when you get there, Jesus says, what do you want? It's like, I want to be healed. I want my sight. He says, great, go thy way. Thy faith hath made thee whole. And if he hadn't gone, would he have been made whole? Go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole. Do we get to trust that God's already made us whole? We are already free from the blindness. And we get to walk in the way of the Christ. We get to walk, and then what happens? We know what happens in the story. Immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus in the way. He immediately received his sight when Jesus said, "Go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole." It's like, it's such a great story. Anyway, if you don't know me, and if you're new here and you've hung out this long on this recording, good for you. I'm Lisa Taylor, and I support people in praying scientifically. A lot of people know it as Christian Science, divine science, and I support people in praying scientifically the way Jesus taught us to pray, and to be healed the way people were healed in the Bible. Like, this Christian Science, this scientific Christianity is just an amazing science, and I love it. It is my life. It is what I do, and I welcome you here, and you too can discover God and the power of God in this way. It's just awesome. So lots of love. If you don't know about kind of, I have a thing called Morning Metaphys every morning, every weekday. And if you haven't tried it, go to getfreesupport.com and sign up for the free trial. It's absolutely free for a week. You get to kind of check it out, see if it is a daily practice. I'm a huge fan of a daily spiritual practice. And that's just a way of kind of getting support day to day so that you feel supported and you feel like you have a whole week where you can kind of join in with this just community of people that are doing the same thing and feel like, let me just try it for a week. See if my life shifts if I commit to it for a week. And I'd love to see you in there. We meet on Zoom. So I hope you join us. Get free support.